bookworms, and welcome to another video. Today I'm filming the Newbie BookTube video, which is just kind of a little tag that I saw some other booktubers doing. It's a series of 10 questions just to get to know me better. Question 1. Why did you start this channel? Obviously, I started this channel to share my opinions on books and because I love books, but also I have been blogging and content creating for a few years now and just never really felt like I had found the niche that I really wanted to be in. I was doing health and fitness and it just never really felt like who I was. Whenever I realized like, oh, I could be doing like reviews on books and talking about books, and that is why I am shifting gears for this YouTube channel to be a booktube account. Question 2. What are some fun and unique things that you can bring to booktube? So I'm not really that worried about being fun and unique. I think that I just want to be authentic to myself, and anytime that you're being yourself and being true to who you are, obviously your opinion isn't going to be exactly like someone else's, your mannerisms aren't going to be exactly like someone else's, the books you like, those sorts of things. So just by nature of being like true to yourself, you're being unique. Another little like added layer that I don't see a whole lot of on booktube is sustainability and talking about consumer culture, and those things are important to me. That's why the bookcase behind me isn't overflowing with books. As much as I love them, I do try to go to the library, get ebooks, and be mindful of what I'm buying, all the things I'm buying, what that means. So hopefully on this channel, if you're interested at all in thrifting or in budget spending and ways that you can still be a bibliophile and into cosplay and those sorts of and fandoms and still be sustainable and ethically minded, then hopefully this channel will be that little niche in the booktube community that you were looking for. 3. What are you most excited for? So I'm most excited about the community, being able to talk to other people that have read books that I'm reading and kind of have meaningful intellectual conversation. That is what I crave in friendships. I'm really excited about that aspect, and just getting to create content and make art that makes me excited is it's just really nice and it feels good. So yeah, guess you could say I'm excited. 4. Why do you love reading? I love reading because it allows you to escape. And I don't like to use it as an escapism tool, but just, you know, you can't always afford to go on that vacation, or you can't always learn about it firsthand. So reading and traveling and learning in that way to me is so special. And I think the other really special part of reading and literature is that it doesn't ask you to look a certain way, it doesn't ask you to be a certain way, and you can just show up who you are, how you are, pick up a book and read it. That to me is beautiful and special, and why I love to read. 5. What book or series got you into reading? This is hard because I started reading when I was really young, and there wasn't like a particular book or a particular series that super got me into reading. I've just always been really bookish. I've loved writing since I was really young and reading, and I would say though that I did particularly love series books whenever I was young. I loved like Nancy Drew books and Thoroughbred series, if anyone remembers that. You know, just these like fun little whimsical series. 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? The questions I would ask would probably be business questions, which is kind of boring, but just, you know, those questions that people seem to not really give the answers to. It's all kind of like clouded in mystery. You know, like how do you reach out to publishers? What does the email look like? How do you get their name? How do you, like, what do you find works better to get approved for ARCs? Just that sort of thing, getting their kind of business side perspective to it. On that note, if anyone would be interested in that information as I grow and get into that, if those are the types of videos, or maybe get on Twitter and doing Q&A or something like that, if you would be interested, just let me know in the comments and we'll make it happen. 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I think it's true of like any new thing that you do comparison trap. You know, you want to compare what you're doing to what someone else is doing or someone that you look up to. You know, you want to try to mimic that, or you try to compare to that. And something that I know I tend to fall into and a lot of people fall into. So that will be the hardest to overcome, but I'm going into it really mindful that I just want to create my own take on things, my own content, kind of things that I find fun, and if it doesn't have as many subscriptions or as likes as somebody else, like, that's okay. It doesn't mean that it's any less worthy or any less cool or, you know, whatever it is. Like, we should all just be doing things that are fun for us and harmless to other people and hopefully uplifting other people and creating a space where people can come and kind of share in art and creation with us. Yes. My message, future note to self, don't compare. 8, when did you start reading? Like I said, I was really young. I was really young, like 1st grade, just learning to read chapter books. I've always been an avid reader. 9, where do you read? I usually read here at home. I'll read at the beach or at the pool or in the car if we're on a road trip or something like that. I would say home and the beach are the 2 most common for me. If I'm somewhere like a bookstore or a coffee shop, I tend to get distracted, even like at a busy pool or at a busy beach. I start listening to conversations, I start people watching and kind of getting distracted. So I prefer somewhere quiet, somewhere that I feel safe, somewhere that I'm comfortable to do my reading. 10, what kinds of books do you like to read? I'm pretty varied in what I like to read. I would say my preference and probably what you'll see the most of here is young adult fantasy fiction, so like Harry Potter, The Hunger Games, The Bone Season, the Divergent trilogy, post-apocalyptic, magical realms, set in the future, set in the past, young adult, the mysteries, you know, just those types of things are my preference. But I do like poetry, read a lot of academic stuff for school on gender. I like historical fiction. Every now and again I'll read a biography. I like self-help books every now and then, but mostly just fiction, and really tend to kind of drift towards the young adult genre the most. So if you like young adult fiction, let me know in the comments what your favorite books are so I can add them to my to-be-read list. That's all the questions for the Newbie BookTube tag. If you have any other questions for me, just let me know in the comments. Like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time.